Welcome to Northwood Lena High School, home of the Northwood Gators, aka the Swamp. Tonight's matchup, first game of the year between Northwood Gators and the Menard Eagles. We welcome you from the Trios Press Box on Versailles. Tonight's matchup, we come together in tonight's game with Menard defeating Northwood last year 34-6, in which Northwood scored on the last play of the game. It's a hot one up here, folks. And we're going to take it down to John. Go ahead, John. Sorry about that, John. You can hear us?
Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
Yep. All right.
Take it away.
All right. We're down here with Coach Perkins, week 1. Long 5 week summer camp. Had the Jamboree last week. Looked pretty good. You know, what is it this year, coming into week 1 after 5 long weeks, hot summer, a lot of grind. What are you looking for out of the team this week?
Well, I'm looking for a little improvement since the Jamboree. We didn't scrimmage. So last week we took some little time to get our legs under us, and we did. So I'm looking for some improvement week 1. We got a pretty tough schedule, so I'm looking for improvement from all phases, offense, defense, special teams. I'm looking for us to maybe be able to use some of the backups tonight. You never know. You never know. That would be nice, heading into the before we got to the district and some of those guys got to play. But, hey, we're just focused on Northwood tonight and just having a good job and getting it on film.
Absolutely. So talking about Northwood, last year had a big win over this team to open the year up. How is it, this past week when you had that big win last year? What do you do this week? What did y'all do this week to kind of stay focused for this game coming up against Northwood?
Yeah, that's a good point. We want to stay focused. We don't want our guys to think that they're just going to run over this team. We are a team that has to play as a team and not individualized like some of the other teams we play. If we're a group and we're a team and we're able to use our smarts, so to speak, we should be all right. And so I'm looking for us to make improvements. So, like I said, the schedule gets tougher, and we'll have tougher teams down the road. So we got to improve a lot.
Good deal, Coach. Well, look, good luck to you tonight, and throw it away for us.
Go Eagles.
Good luck, Coach. Robert, back to you, buddy.
All right, John, we appreciate you there. Like I said, Coach wanted to make sure that the kids stay focused. Yes, we did have a 34-6 victory last year, but, today's a new year. And we need to focus on getting better every week, and we'd like to come out of here and try to stay healthy, and and get this 2025 season off to a good start. And looks like the Eagles have gone into their normal stretches, but yeah, it's been a hot one up here today. But we've got to thank the administration here at Northwood. For giving us the ability, giving us the opportunity to come up here and broadcast this ball game tonight. And Coach and Principal Alex Goodland's been a gracious host to us. And, I can't thank them and his staff enough for allowing us to come up here and do this broadcast, and to watch the first game of the year between Northwood, which is just north of Alexandria, right across the interstate from the Big Boise Cascade facility, and Clico. So we're looking for a great night of football here, and we'll be coming right back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger, Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy, and speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the... I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Welcome back to Northwood High School as the Menard Eagles are going to take on the Northwood Gators. John, thank you for that interview down there with Coach, and I know it was a little bit of it's a little hot down there, isn't it?
Yeah, compared to last week, you know, it's a lot hotter, a lot muggier than what we had. September football weather, week 1, yeah, right? So 90-something degrees and 80-something% humidity, it felt like.
We got to get used to walking up those bleachers as well. I mean, we hadn't really been training so much for, maybe walking, but not walking up bleachers.
It's a good thing we're at a 1A school tonight.
Isn't it? And I'm sure glad that, back in the days, we're not running stadiums like we used to back in our days, running. And, that was brutal, but, but we're looking forward to a great matchup tonight. And I know Coach saying he was, wanting to get some of these younger kids in, but we got to take one game at a time and take care of business right off the bat.
Yeah, they do. It's Northwood. They're favored. I mean, it was a big win last year. And from the Trio's press box.
And John, you mentioned staying focused because, sometimes, we did have that big victory last year against them. And, and hopefully we're just not looking, ahead to the, because there's a big one next week with Gina coming in, a state semifinalist last year. And Coach Rourke does a, great job. But we just got to take care of business against the Gators tonight and do what we're coached to do, and everything should be able to, work out fine.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Perkins the other day or other night after Coach's show, and, he talked about looking at the film last week from the Jamboree, and he said, hey, there's a lot of stuff we need to work on, and he talked about it, in the pregame interview, working on and improving what they did last week and what they did wrong and building on that and getting ready for the season. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get tonight.
We're coming from, we played at Northwestern State University last weekend, and now we're coming to, to Northwood Lena, which we come from a turf field and to a strictly natural grass, so we're sort of back into the, not the big stands, but we're back into the, elements that we're accustomed of doing every single day, at practicing on our field as well.
Yeah, I mean, at Northwood 1A school, I think there's about 24 or so kids on their roster, 25 kids on their roster, and this year we're carrying about 45 or so on the roster. So, yeah, smaller school. We're going to one test for the Eagles this week.
Week 1 is always a test for everybody because everybody's basically, if you didn't get those two, the scrimmage and the jamboree, you may have had just the jamboree, and we're ready to get this thing started.
Yeah. So, Robert, talking about the year, it's week 1 for us. Couple of things that we'll be giving out this year, with the coaches show. Had the coaches show this last week. You and Doug did that with Coach Perkins, Eagles Nest coaches show. So this year, again, we'll be doing the Southern Air Heating and Cooling Cool Play of the game. So you'll hear that. We will also have a player of the game, a 446Sports player of the game with a game ball. And then also, too, the Express Pros of Alexandria. You had one job to do, the Lineman of the Game Award. And we kind of lean on Coach Perkins and Morgan and those guys to help us with some of that after film review, because sometimes those linemen do things that you don't always see all the time, and they don't always get credit for it, but the coaches see it within watching the film review and can help us give that award out. So that's 3 awards we'll be doing this next week on the coaches show.
Correct. And, we also got to give a shout-out to our Menard family. Bricatta's breakfast and lunch, and Three Potato More, who's up there also co-host of our coaches show on Wednesday night, the A&A Club, the Holy Savior Menard Athletics, Principal Chris Gatlin, Lynn Roy, and Coach David Perkins,
Yeah, so, talking about the admin, I think we're going to have Assistant Principal Laura Davis up at halftime with us to kind of give us a glimpse of what's going on at Menard this year for the 25-26 school year, so we're looking forward to that too.
All right.
So we'll take it to a break right here, and we'll be back with more Menard Eagle football here from Northwood, 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
All right, welcome back to the pregame show for the Menard Northwood game. And John, we're going to possibly go over our starting lineups for tonight.
Yeah, I'll give you the Menard Eagle. We'll start with the defense. So starting up front, on our defensive front, you're going to have number 24, Cooper Sullivan. You're going to have 65, Carson Albanian. You'll have number 50, Sawyer Brown. Then playing a little bit of defensive end, outside linebacker, kind of a little hybrid spot right there. Number 12, Peyton Procell. Inside linebackers, number 32, Jacob Janice. Number 20, Sam Braccato. Outside linebacker will be number 22, Jack Simpson. Playing on our 2 corners, you're going to have number 35, Caden Gorham, and number 7, Austin Parra. Strong safety tonight will be number 16, Wyatt Hayward. Free safety tonight will be number 6, Brooks Juneau. Looking at the offensive side of the ball, you got some seniors up front, 4 seniors, 4 out of the 5 offensive linemen are seniors, starting with center, number 69, Lane Evans. Left guard, number 71, Cade Tassan. Right guard, number 65, Carson Albanian. Left tackle, number 67, Gage Wright. And right tackle, number 70, Hollis Chapman. Starting at receivers tonight, you're going to see number 1, Zach Dozot, number 10, Cutter Knowles, number 17, Matthew Hicks. Playing in the slot, he'll also be playing a little bit of the wing back. Number 20, Sam Braccato. Of course, spinning the ball tonight for the Eagles will be number 3, Jake Vaughn, starting quarterback, and number 13, Aiden Moran, will be your starting running back tonight. Special teams players you'll see tonight, number 3, Jake Vaughn, will be your punter. You'll see place kicking tonight, number 14, Jude Maida, and you'll also probably see a little bit of number 42, Hayden Kidd, with a little bit of kickoff action. Returners last week, and I think you'll see them tonight, number 20, Sam Braccato, and number 10, Cutter Knowles.
Well, John, we're getting ready to kick this season off, and the bands are playing. We're right here next to the that they have, and so I know the camera is going to be right next to the drum line, so it's going to be pretty. We hope to give you a good ball game tonight, and we pray for no injuries on the field as well.
So let's look at the Louisiana Athletic College keys to the game tonight. We were talking about it earlier, Robert. I think, if Menard comes out and plays like they did last week, that offense plays like they get against Winfield, and we get some defensive play like he did against Winfield last week in that second half, I think it's to bring the intensity that they brought last week and the execution that they brought last week, not lose focus. It is Northwood. It's a game you want to go out and have a big win like you did last year, but not to lose that focus on a team like this. So I think that's two of your key points to the game tonight.
Every time you're going to play, you want to make sure that you win the turnover battle, because you don't want to put yourself, give Northwood the short field, and possibly set up some, short scores, and you don't want to give up the big play, and Northwood's got, some kids on the outside, especially that number 4, that could get after it and run pretty darn good.
Yeah, Northwood, well-coached team. Coach Tommy Moore, longtime coach in here in Central Louisiana area, Leesville and Natchitoches Central. He's always going to have a well-coached team, and every few years they get some athletes that come through Northwood. Just look at some of their basketball programs you've seen over the years, right? So you'll see some athletes from Northwood out there. They may not have the big numbers. There may be only 20-something kids on that roster, but I guarantee you're going to get 20 hard-fighting kids out there for Northwood. And if the Eagles do slip up and give them an advantage and turn the ball over, I mean, you could find yourself in a hole here.
John, we were talking, pregame, but, the relationship between Menard, there is a good relationship between Menard and Northwood. Many years ago, Menard alumni Will Coleman went to Menard, went on to play football up at Northwestern, and then whenever he came back, he was an assistant coach and is still currently teaching here at Northwood. And also Miss Will's mother, Miss Patsy, who was also a longtime educator at Menard, she finished up her career, right here at Northwood. So, yeah, there's some ties between Menard and Northwood.
Yeah, I remember when I called him Coach Coleman because I think he did his student teaching at Pineville, if I'm not mistaken, when I was playing back in my days back at Pineville years ago. And I remember Miss Coleman from Menard in 8th grade was my home ec teacher.
Well, I had the fortunate I had Will's grandmother was my first grade teacher at Prompt Sucker. So I've been really knowing the Coleman family for pretty much all my life, since about 48 years, and that's sort of telling my age now. But I grew up with a great education, and I know Will's instilling some of those same values that that he grew up with it. And unfortunately, Will lost his daddy this summer, so thoughts and prayers to that entire family.
Yeah. So, we were talking about Northwood. Yeah, it's a 1A school, but when you come on the campus out here, it's a really nice facility. You look at their track, the football stadium. Yeah, the press box may not be huge and big, but it sure is nice. Nice field house over there. And, of course, everybody knows the blue roofs from I-49.
That's true. I've had the opportunity to come up here, and I did some substitute teaching many years ago under some great principals. Wayne Jowers and Mr. Welch, and so great school, great family-oriented school. It is a K through 12 school, so you're going to see a lot of these young kids, out there that are cheerleaders and dance lines, and this is just not a regular high school. It's a K through 12, so you're going to see a lot of families out here with all the young ones too.
Yeah. Coming from the Trios press box. Had lunch there today, Robert.
Was it?
Yeah, and I didn't get the redfish like I talked about last week. I actually got a club sandwich and some onion rings, but let me tell you what I did.
What'd you do?
I ordered the andouille cream sauce that you put on top of the redfish, and you put that with onion rings, it's killer.
With our group, it's food, so we're always looking for good food. And that club sandwich,
andouille sauce, you'll have to ask for that when you go to Trios.
I'm gonna have to get over to Trios, and if you go over to Trios, tell them you heard it. Tell them you heard us on 446 Sports.
That's right.
And maybe they'll take care of you. So Trios, we're live from the Trios press box.
Yeah. So it looks like Eagles getting ready to come out. Of course, Northwood's getting behind their banner, so we're about to see the teams come out. We'll about to get this game underway. I think we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll bring it back. We'll have the kickoff, national anthem when we come back. You're listening to Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to Walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
All right, guys, we're back. We're starting to get the introductions, and the team captains have gone on the field, and we're about ready to go out for the coin toss. We've got about 5 minutes and 23 seconds left to go before the tip-off, and we'll be announcing our team captains as they come out on the field. The team captains for Northwood will be number 4, A.J. Butler, who we talked about in pregame. And also number 64, Jaden Page, an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, 6'1", 227. So, yeah, the White Hats are out on the field. They're fixing to call the players to the center of the field, and we're going to get this coin toss started.
On the field earlier, and it's an exciting time.
John, we had a big crowd Wednesday night at the Ricotta's for the coaches show, and we had a lot of kids. We had the dance line, we had the cheerleaders, and they all got to do their own, their spot. And so, for these kids to get ready for tonight's ball game. It looks like our captains are out on the field. We've got number 15, Nate Matthews. It looks like.
Is that number 50, Sawyer Brown?
It looked like Sawyer Brown. And it also looks like
I think it's 32, Jacob
Janice as well. And John, we talked about this morning, today I'm seeing Sawyer Brown out here as a captain tonight, and it so happens that his best friend was the ACA Player of the Week honors, which was his best friend was Michael Laborde. And what a great tribute that KALB did. Mike, man, and all the kids, the Menard kids have number 61 on their helmet. So, John.
Yeah, if you get a chance, check out the KLB website or online or wherever. Check out that program that they did on Mike. It looks like the coin toss is happening, so we're going to see officials talking to Menard right now, and looks like Menard has won the toss. Let's see if they defer or they receive. They will receive.
Well, it looks like Coach Perkins wanted to get the ball and try to take the ball down the field and try to get some points on the board.
Yeah.
And, try to set this tempo and try to set this game in motion right off the bat.
Well, you look at what the offense did last week as we are getting ready for the national anthem here. As we'll bring the national anthem to you.
Let them come out both injury-free and go forward and have great seasons. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. John, here we go.
And
We got a
almost
big
kickoff
crowd.
time.
Menard, we talked about it last night. Menard, travels extremely well, and looks like, we have packed the side over there. So we even with a little overflow as well. So we're fixing to get this game, started here in just a second, and.
Yeah, we'll see. Northwood's going to kick off to the Eagles. See who we get back deep back there. Sam Bricata, number 20, and looks like number 10, Cutter Knowles. Looks like we got the number 58.
58 is named Jalen Thedford, defensive lineman, 12th grader, 5'5", 257, will be kicking off, and we're fixing to get this 2025 season started. We're excited for what's fixing to happen, and all right, here's the kickoff. Ball coming down to about the 15-yard line. It looks like Picata's got the ball. He's up to the 20, 25, 30, 35. Tackled at the 36-yard line. Great return by Sam Bricata.
Yeah, it was. Relatively short kick. Sam feels it clean, and Menard's in good field position here right across the 35-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Turn it to the 35.
Two receivers. We got two receivers far side. To the near side, looks like Aiden is in the backfield. Looked like almost like a double twins formation here. Aiden's in motion. The quick drop back. He's got Cutter Knowles there on the 40. It looked like he stepped out at the 40. Let's bring up about a second and 5.
Yeah, a little out route right there by Cutter, and Jake able to pick up 4 or 5 yards right there off the bat.
Look like we're going to go no huddle again. It looked like we're going to go two receivers far side to the near with Aiden lining up in the slot. Jake drops back. He scrambles. He throws it. He's got a completion to
Zach.
Zach Dozad at the 42-yard line. I'm sorry. That brings a 1st and 10 Eagles.
Yeah, good read right there by Jake. Got out of the pocket, rolled out left, and good protection by the line. And again, ball was kind of thrown low and away for Zach, where he could catch it, and he went down and got it. Got a first down.
Coach was talking about Zach, how he's a good player. He's got some very good hands. Strip receivers this side and two to the far side. Snap, 20. Quick pass to Bricata. He goes up to the 40, up to the 36-yard line. Brings up about a second and 1 or 2nd and 2.
Yeah, good read by Jake right there to get it out quick to Sam. I think Aiden thought might have been a different route or something. He ran downfield, and Sam's able to still pick up 7-8 yards on that.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 3 with 3 receivers near side to the far side. Jake takes snap. He drops back. He scrambles. It looked like he's going to be sacked by number 74.
Sacked by the Gators.
Yeah, it was good. I tell you what, just a good pass rush right there off the Northwood right defensive side there. Came over our left side and got back into Jake's face, and is going to bring up a 3rd and long situation for us.
Looked like about 3rd and 9 on the trying to see about the 44-yard line. .31 left to go in the first quarter. Jake drops back. He sets up a screen to Matthew. Got Matthew Hicks.
Screen for a short
Matthew
gain.
Hicks on the screen, middle screen. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 5 yards to go from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, they had one. Northwood had one guy right there in the middle that kind of came unblocked and happened to be right by Matthew when he caught that. Otherwise, I think Matthew definitely picks that first down if that one defender gets blocked.
Let's go Eagles. We got a 4th down. We're going for it. Just a little quick.
Well, yeah, Zach out of his stance down here at the bottom and wide out, and it's going to be a false start. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 right here for the Eagles, still on the Northwood side of the field. Just one of those things. We didn't see much of it last week with the penalties. They really played clean football last week, and looks like Coach Perkins is going to swap out and bring his punting unit in.
Looks like Menard's going to line up to punt.
Yep.
Of course, we'll still see Jake back there, as our punter. So you still got your quarterback back as your punter.
Jake did a very good job last week. Punting the football up at Northwestern as well. So hopefully we'll try to pin them deep down here inside the 10-yard line, and the kick looked like it's that bounced at the 15. It's going to go out about the 8-yard line. Inside the 10-yard line. Great job by Jake.
Yep, excellent kick by Jake. Gets us to the 10-yard line.
Okay, let's take it away. We're going to go for a commercial break. You're watching 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
First and 10, Northwood looked like they're going to line up in the I formation. They hand it off to number 4. He goes around the right side, and he is tackled. Big hit by number 6, Brooks Juno.
Yeah, that was number 4 coming off the left side there of the Eagles and almost got into some space, but good pursuit by Brooks to come up there and took a hit but made the tackle, and that's what you want to see.
It looked like we got about 2nd and 5 on the 15-yard line. And if you're watching on the screen, we're going left to right, if I can. Northwood's coming back out in that straight I formation. 1 receiver side, 1 on the far. Hands off to number 4, and he just tackled. It looked like he is tackled.
Off to Butler again.
Was that Sawyer? Was that Sawyer, John?
Well, it was good pursuit inside, getting in there. Is number 22, Jack Simpson, initially getting in there and kind of forcing him to take it outside. I couldn't see who made the tackle from here.
Okay, that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 9 on the 14-yard line.
Now, if you're the Eagle defense, this is where you want to be on 3rd down. Keep Northwood in a 3rd long situation.
The snap. Quarterback rolls out. Number 5. He throws it. Looked like he's got a completion. And he is going to be pretty close. They're going to wave him as a first down.
Yeah, looks like he's right there at the line. And
it looks like he's going to be
close. We haven't seen an indication from
have a flag.
We got a penalty back here on the near side. Was he across the line?
Okay.
So what we're hearing is potentially quarterback was across the line of scrimmage, talking to the referee. Not sure if his whole body was across or just part of him, and that's probably what the referee's asking him right now.
John, I had a hard time seeing because I'm sort of
I
got a little petition right here in front of me, so I'm having to look both sides into two separate windows there.
See what the referee does here. He's going to wave it off or enforce it. Looks like they're going to enforce the penalty because he didn't come in to wave the flag off immediately. So they'll go back, mark that from the original line of scrimmage, which should be the original line of scrimmage was around the 12. Well, it was around the 12 because remember we got them for a loss on 2nd down.
Correct.
So they should be marking that thing back from about the 12 or the 13, not the 15. But
Illegal procedure.
Looks like we're going to be with a third. Should be.
Make it third.
yeah, it should be a little deeper than that, but that's where we're going from. So we got 3rd and 10 up here.
10. Okay, Northwood comes out with number 4 in the backfield. A handoff to him, and he goes around the right side, and here comes a whole host of Eagles after him, and he is tackled about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, good pursuit by Menard there, and we got a flag here down at the bottom again, and I think it's got to be some kind of a hold down here on the lead block, I would think, on the outside.
You know, whenever A.J. Butler got the ball, we pursued him pretty well down that line there.
Yeah, really good pursuit by the left side of the defense and getting in the backfield right there.
We're waiting on the call.
He's going to wave it off. So we're going to bring up, it's going to bring up 4th and long. So it's going to bring about a 4th and 15 for the Eagles.
4th and 15 on the 5-yard line. It looked like number 4, A.J. Butler, will be kicking out of the end zone. So, you know, there's not much room, to happen here, as far as a bad snap over the feet, over his head or something, So they got to be really careful here. Looks like if Menard has the opportunity to kind of come after him and maybe see if you can't get a piece of it, or if we're going to just set up a good return and give ourselves really good field position. Sam's back at about the 45-yard line. It looked like it is blocked. It's blocked. Touchdown, Eagles. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yep, that was, let's see, 22. Jack Simpson came off the left edge, came right in there, and I think Jack came in. I think it kind of surprised him that he was right there at the foot of the punter there for a minute. I'm not sure if he was going to go after that or not, but it presented himself, and he made a really good block and then recovered his own block.
Recovered his own block, which sometimes it doesn't happen. When you're blocking, get that block, a lot of times someone else is going to get the glory of scoring that touchdown or what have you. So it looked like Jude Maida is going to come out here on the extra point and try to make it a 7-0 game with 7:26 to go in the first quarter.
That's pathetic. He barely got up there.
Well, we got a time being called down here by the head linesman here on the home side. Not sure. Yeah, officials weren't in position there under the uprights. Jude had a pretty good kicking game last week with extra points.
He did, and so every week he's going to get better. He's up, and it looked like it is good.
Good by Maida.
Good job by Maida. And we're going to go take a break. You are watching Menard Football on 446 Sports. All right, 7:26 to go in the first quarter. Menard up 7-0. We're fixing to kick off. Look like Jude Maida's fixing to kick off to number 4 of Northwood. John.
Yep. It's like Northwood running a player out late. Only had 10 out there. They're bringing in, brought number 11 in, and we had it teed up on the 35. This is not Saturday football. This kickoff from the 40 here.
First game for everybody, too.
That's right.
Really onside kick by Maida. Looked like he's picked up by number 8, and he's tackled immediately there at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that was Brooks Juno coming down on the left side and was able to fight through it and hold him up enough to get him down and got help. So good coverage by the Eagles on the kickoff team right there. Tell you what, we're coming from the Trios press box. It is nice and cool in here, man. I tell you what.
The windows, I thought we were going to have problems with the windows when we came up here earlier, thinking it was going to sort of get some fog on the windows. But I'm telling you what, right now, me being on blood thinners, I tell you what, this rascal's cold. I'm cold. So Northwood's going to take the second possession of the game, and it looked like they're going to be coming out into Wildcat. Look like they're going to be coming out in the Wildcat formation with AJ taking the snap here. Snap, he keeps it. He's up the middle. It took a big hit at the 34-yard line.
We got a little extracurricular going on back here. We need some. Yep.
Short game.
Not sure what was going on. Player got really upset for Northwood.
Right.
And definitely got a flag on this for the extracurricular. Not sure if we're going to put it on one or offset them. Number 74 for Northwood.
James Wise.
Hey, what, it looked like the ball may have came out on that play a little bit. Not sure on the number 4. Couldn't see it inside, but
back to the line of scrimmage.
Nard did a good job for a short gain right there on that.
So that'll bring up a second, barring the penalty, waiting on should probably be second and 25.
Well, if it was definitely after the ball, so you'll be going to second down for sure here because it was a dead ball foul, and they're writing numbers down. And question is, is number 74 for Northwood just getting the UNS, or are they putting offsetting it with Menard too? If it's just one, they'll back it up 15 here, and it'll be second and roughly about 23 to go.
Okay.
Hey, look, from what I could tell, I mean, call me a little biased. We're Menard announcers, but looked like the Northwood kid got really upset about something
He did.
and was going to town.
And he was basically by himself down here about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing. They're marking it off against Northwood. No, don't move the chains. Don't move the chains.
Yep.
Chains got to stay where they're at.
Only the down marker moves.
That's right. So it should be second down because that was a dead ball foul after the play. Of course, Coach Tommy Moore talking to the head referee, explaining his point of view.
I could go back and say, Tommy Moore, what a class act, man. I'm telling you what, I've got a lot of respect and regard for him whenever he was Leesville, Natchitoches Central, and Northwood should be, very fortunate to have a great coach like this because he's not only a great coach, but he's also a great man,
Yep. So they did. We got it second down now. It's about second and roughly about 23 or so to go here for the Northwood Gators. So looks like we may have had an ejection on that for fighting on 74. And that's probably what Coach Moore was talking to the referee about.
The referees would just assume it's a personal foul.
So that's going to bring up about a second and 23, and
referee's giving the signal. Personal foul with the ejection. Second down. So fighting in the LHSA is an automatic ejection. I think that's what they ruled that.
All right. Northwood comes out in the Wildcat formation, the number 4, A.J. Fuller, and he is tackled for about a 2-yard gain. So that'll bring up about a third and about 3rd and 21. Say the 3rd and long.
Yeah, good job, Wyatt Hayward coming up from the strong safety position, and number 22, Jack Simpson again. They're outside on the edge and limit that gain and bring up about 3rd and 20 or so.
Coach Moore, he's going to try to get the ball into his best athlete's hands. And here it looked like they got some sort of 3 receiver side, 3 to the far side, with the quarterback in a pistol formation. Quick out to the 20-yard line, to number 2, and he is tackled immediately on the 24-yard line.
Short gain. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Gators.
Yeah, that was number 35 there on the tackle, Caden Gorham from cornerback, and think Wyatt coming over again to help out. It's going to bring up 4th and long as we're going to the 6-minute break. We got a water break. We'll be back with Menard Eagle Football here on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
All right, we're back with 5:59 left to go with the first quarter. Menard Eagles up 7-0, 4th down and long. And it looks like Sam Bricata is going to be back to receive the punt. And right now he's standing about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see, Northwood kicking from their own 24-yard line this time. Not as far back in the end zone as they were last time, but we'll see if Menard tries to bring some pressure if Northwood is slow on the snap and kick here.
John, it wasn't easy being backed up that first series, trying to do a punt. The snap, the kick, end over end punt. It looked like it's going to be down to about the 44-yard line, and Sam falls on the ball about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Sam was going to just let it roll there for a minute, let it bounce around, and came in front of him, and the hop came right to him. I think he changed his mind at the last minute and said, hey, I'm going to go after it and try to get this. And, man, almost had one of those mistakes we talked about pregame.
Exactly.
But was able to fall back on it and bring up Menard 1st and 10 here from the 35-yard line.
Looks like we got two receivers far side, one receiver near side with Zach Dozot, down close to us. The snap.
Oh, we got a flag on the far side.
Play balloon dead. Flag on the ground.
I think we got a false start against Menard here. Couldn't see who it was on. It may have been on one of the wideouts outside. But that's going to bring us up 1st and 15.
1st and 15 at the 31-yard line.
I know Coach Perkins is not going to be happy about these two fouls early on.
No.
Especially, last week when you look at how clean they played as far as mistakes like false starts and things of that nature. False starts are
just one of those things we're going to line up again. We're 1st and about 15 on the 30-yard line. The snap to Aiden, and he takes up about 3 on the play, so that'll bring us about 3rd and 13 on the play.
Yeah, we'll come up 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13,
yep.
I'm sorry.
Came right up the middle there on that. And Northwood's got a couple big boys there playing on the defensive line.
They do. All right, 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near. The snap, Jake drops back. He scrambles. He finds an open receiver, Sam Bricata at the 40. Tackled at the 41-yard line, so that's going to bring up about a 3rd and about 4-yard line, about 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Sam just kind of run a little cross and drag route right there and found a little soft spot in there, and Jake got a little pressure from the left side and able to get the ball to him quick, and then Sam kind of cut it back to the middle of the field, try to pick up some yardage, but bring it up 3rd and 4 right here.
The snap to Jake, throws out to Sam. Look like, okay, good job, Sam. Caught it, and he's at about a gain of about 5 yards, so that's going to give us a 1st down.
Yeah, good effort by Bricata right there. Caught the ball. He was about 2 or 3 yards short of the line to gain. Defender had good position, and Sam said, not today.
Not today.
I want the 1st down. Good effort.
All right, first and 10 on the 48-yard line. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. The snap to Aiden Moran up the middle, and he is stopped by two Northwood Gators.
Yeah, Northwood kind of stacking them in there to stop the run right there and bringing some new defenders in here for Northwood, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for us.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Score is still 7-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first.
I know coaches want to, establish this drive and, put some points on the board. Look like we're going to go 3 receivers near side. Empty backfield. 3 receivers near side, 2 to the far, going to empty. Aiden in motion. Jake drops back. It's a little screen pass to number 17, Matthew Hicks, and he is going 20, 10, 5, touchdown Eagles. Boy, that coach, we talked about that screen during the week, and give it to Matthew Hicks.
Well, hey, you look at him on the first two downs prior to that, and the defense is swarming in there and just trying to be aggressive. You come back with a little screen, had it set up perfect, and give it to one of the fastest guys on your team, and you can see what happened right there. Excellent play call by Julio and Morgan on that, noticing what the defense was giving them and doing, and perfect play call right there, and executed well by the offense.
Extremely executed very well. And that's going to, we're at 3:32 left to go in the first quarter, and Jude Maida's on to attempt the extra point. I tell you what, Matthew's got some wheels. The snap. And it is good. That's going to be Menard Eagles 14, and we're going to go to a break. You are watching Menard Eagles on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view, and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
All right, we're back here at Northwood High School as your Menard Eagles have taken a 14-0 lead with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. Jude made it back to tick off to the Northwood Gators.
Tell you what, when we get to the quarter here, 3.5 minutes to go to the end of the quarter, we'll have to check some of those scores on that Sadler scoreboard.
Looked like a whistle. Looked like we were actually doing almost like a pooch kick, John. I don't know if you want to, keeping ball out to number 4.
Yeah, I don't think the referee had blown the ready for play yet.
Okay.
So there's no foul on the play, just Jude ready to kick off and go, and ready hadn't been blown yet.
Okay.
All right. Here we go again. The ball's kicked, and it's taken about the 35-yard line up to the 43-yard line. Could get a number on that one.
Yeah, just kind of swarmed by a host of Eagles right there, and about 10 yards on that return. So Northwood will take over, like you said, at their 43. Good job by the Eagle defense so far, holding Northwood, and corralling number 4, doing a good job of that so far this game.
Let's get behind your Gator offense.
When you got a threat like number 4, you don't want to try to keep the ball away from him, because that you just don't want to give up that big play, because it takes one missed tackle or him getting the corner. He could take it to the house pretty quickly. Looked like Northwood's coming back out in the same formation in the I formation, and his handoff to number 4, and he is stacked up at the line for a loss on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 32, Jacob Janice, coming through there, filling that gap, and then Wyatt Hayward stepping up from the outside spot, closing the edge down, and good play for a 2-3 yard loss right there by both those guys.
So that'll bring up about a 2nd and 12 to go for Northwood. Great job filling that hole, too.
Yeah, we saw that last week. We called Jacob's name a good bit last week against the Winfield, and in that second half, he was doing a lot of that, too.
right, sets up a 2nd and 12. Look like they're going back to the Wildcat formation. Handoff, like he keeps it. Number 4, and it looks like he's going to be tackled. Or
We got an inadvertent whistle on the play. We got a head linesman bought the fake on the Wildcat and hit the inadvertent whistle, and number 4 had the ball. And I tell you what, they sold the fake really good because Menard kid was still tackling the guy that got faked the ball, and number 4 was still running around in the backfield with the ball. So inadvertent whistle here. Offense has the option to take it where the whistle was blown, or go back and replay the down.
It's going to be 2nd down still.
Yep, so that's what Tommy's decided to take, because if he'd taken the result of the play, it would have been no gain. It would have been 3rd down, because that's about where he was when he blew the whistle. So he'll go back and replay this down.
All right, Northwood comes at 2nd and 12. They're going back into the I formation. Quarterback keeper, he rolls. It looked like a little dump off to the fullback there. It looked like he's going to probably pick up about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, he kind of came out and rolling quarterback left and just kind of got underneath, had a deep receiver there, and came in, found the soft zone of the coverage right there. Austin Parra did make a good play coming up from the deep spot to make that play immediately and get him tackled before he got too much yards and bring up about 3rd and 3.
3rd and a manageable 4.
3rd and manageable 4 right at the 50-yard line, right down the line from us.
80's on the left. Part of that catch was Landon George.
Northwood back in the I formation. Quarterback rolls out and looked like he's keeping it going around the right side. It looked like he is going to be tackled by a host of Eagles about the 47, 48-yard line.
He's going to be close. He's going to bring up. They need to come put it out here, and it looks like the referee is going to call for a measurement. They're going to put it on the foot and bring the chains out.
Or 4th down.
It is close. Just depends on what those chains do when they come from across the field.
Yeah, totally different look from one side to the other.
Well, if you're Coach Mercado, Coach Sullivan, Coach Foltz here, I mean, you got to think Northwood's going to go for it regardless. Down 2 scores. At worst, it's 4th and inches. At best, it's 1st and 10. So, no Northwood's going to stay on the field.
Oh, I'm sorry. John, my eyes are just not that good to make that call from way up here to down there.
Yeah, well, it's close. I mean, the official down here spotted him right across the 47-yard line, and I think the chains were set up a little bit across the 47-yard line. So I think either way, it's going to be pretty close. Tell you what, it's a good time to thank a few of the sponsors: Doug Young Nursery, Quibido's Cajun Cafe, BK Distributors, and Richard Stock State Farm Insurance. A few of the sponsors of 446 with us this year. As the umpire gets ready to pull the stick.
Firehouse Subs, the official sub. I don't know if you've been there before, John. Good food.
Can't see where the ball is. It's a little short, so it's going to bring up 4th and inches. 4th and inches.
Let's get the credit card out. Slide it down, see if it's a 1st down.
But you got to believe Northwood's going for it here on 4th and inches.
About 2 inches, it looks like. 4th and about 2 inches.
And you got to figure, if I'm the Eagle defense, I'm thinking number 4.
Number 4, yeah. Number 4 is a pretty good number. Pretty good baseball player back in those days by the name of Luke Garrett was actually wore the Iron Horse. Was number 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like they're lining up. Yep, they're going to line up in that I formation.
Like in that I formation again. We'll see what we do. 1:27 to go in the first. Northwood's going for it on 4th down and about 2 inches. The snap, the keep. He's up the middle. He got the first down. Got about 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to be 1st down, Northwood.
Yeah, just took that right over the center, found the gap there between the guards, and Picked up 2-3 yards right there on the little QB sneak up the middle.
All right, 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line is Northwood, and they come back out in that I formation. Hand off to the fullback up the middle. He's gained for about 2 yards.
Landon George from the fullback
Yeah,
position.
he gets no gain on that.
No gain.
Yeah.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe
That
a little
was
bit. No, right back to the line
like a
of
Janice for
scrimmage.
Picado on the tackle right there, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 with about 36 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Menard Eagles up 14-0.
Looks like they'll definitely get this snap off before the clock runs out.
Northwood back in their traditional I formation. Hands off to number 4, AJ, and he goes up the middle, and he got about 5 yards on the play, so that's going to bring up about a 3rd down.
Yeah, bring it up about 3rd and 4. Just kind of came off the right side right there. Big hole that Northwood offensive line was able to open, and bring up the end of the quarter here. So we'll bring it to the break.
Into the first quarter, you're watching Menard Eagles on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
All right, we're back. Looked like Northwood set up for about a 3rd and 4. Menard Eagles up 14-0 beginning of the second quarter. And the handoff to number 4, again, AJ, and he has stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, back to the line.
Yeah, just good hustle by the Eagle defense right there. Couldn't get a number. I think that might have been number 70 on that defensive line right there. Is that a Hollis Chapman we saw? Not sure if he was in there kind of filling the middle. Couldn't make the number out. It was a host of them that got him there in the middle. So it's going to bring up 4th and 4 right here for Northwood Gators inside the 40, so they're going to be going for it.
Let's get a big stop here if we get the ball back, and we can turn around and drive and get some points up on the board. Northwood comes back out in that I formation, 2 receivers near side. Looked like he was trying to do a hard count on that.
Yeah, Eagle showed blitz. See if they stay with it or if they call it off. Looks like Coach Moore is going to probably call a timeout here.
Right.
He's down there by the official wondering when the 40-second. So the 40-second clock here, just give you a little info, is not working right now. So looks like we're about to have a timeout right here. Yep, as they call it. And we'll take a quick break and come right back. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
All right, we're back. Let's see, 10 minutes around in the second quarter, 4th down and 5. Northwood took a timeout, decided what they're going to do.
Looks like we're still going for it.
Looked like they're going to go for it. 4th and 4 on the 38-yard line. Back in the I formation, the snap, play action pass. Rolls out and he throws to number 8. I believe that's number 8 for about a 4-yard gain.
Looks like we've got another one that's going to be close here.
It's going to be close.
Bringing the ball in, he needs to spot it on his foot out there.
As we all know in football, spot.
Coach Moore helping him with the spot down there.
Looked like that was a reception was made by number 3, Kadorian Brown.
I think with the adjustment, it's going to be a first down, and yep, it is.
It is a first down.
All right, first down Gators on the
first down Gators
34-yard line.
First set of downs inside the 25-yard line of Menard.
10:38 left to go in the half.
Yeah, we got number 70 in there on that playing defensive line now, and that's Hollis Chapman has come in. Still got number 24, Cooper Sullivan out there.
Northwood back in the I formation. Looked like he handed off to the fullback up the middle, and he is stopped for maybe about a gain of about 2.
Landon George on the fullback give. Gets a 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, a host of Eagles there. Jack Simpson, Wyatt Hayward, Hollis Chapman all in on that. To keep a short gain, bring up second and about at 7. Still got Sawyer Brown out there, number 50. Peyton Procell, number 12.
Northwood just using that time, letting the clock go down. Hand off to number 4 over the right side. It looked like he was stopped, and it looked like he's cut back up to the middle. It looked like he's gained about 5 more yards to make it about 3rd and
cuts it back up the middle. Gets close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Yeah, it looked like Jack Simpson in on that possibly. But I tell you what, that number 4 is quick. He went outside and they kind of stopped it and stuffed it, and he cut it back, and he picked up 5-6 yards really quick.
You know, the A.J. Butler, he's a fine back. He's a good-looking kid. 6'1", 185. The snap, the fullback up the middle. Looked like he is going to be close to the first down.
Again. Straight up the gut. It's going to be close, and it is another first down for the Gators.
Yeah, I tell you, Northwood just kind of staying up the inside right there as Hollis Chapman's coming out to get a break, and looks like number 65, Carson Albanian, coming back in the game for the defensive line. Do have to mention Menard. I tell you, they this week we hadn't talked about it, but they've had a bunch of kids out sick, and I know some aren't 100% well tonight either.
You know, that buck, whatever's going around is going around. We're back out in the I formation, 2 tight on the left side, and giving it to number 4. Looked like he's gained about 2 on the play, so that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good job by Bricata right there again, kind of filling that gap, going low on him, and able to basically hit him right there at the line of scrimmage and limit to a 1-2 yard
Picked up a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, you're going to get a lot of different looks with Coach Moore. You know, he's done that in the past. He's not going to just stick with one thing. You're going to get a lot of different looks from him, and you're going to have to adjust to what he's going to do.
I got a feeling he's going to do a heavy dose of number 4 tonight.
I would too. And quick pitch out to number 4, and looked like he has stood up at the line for about maybe he lost about 2 yards on the play.
Good job again. Jacob Janice coming inside right there, and host Eagles on the outside to close the edge, forcing back in right into Jacob's arms. And good tackle by Jacob to bring up 3rd and long here for Northwood. Score still 14-0, Menard.
7 minutes go in the first half. Back in the I formation. 3rd and 10. Quick pass. He go into the end zone.
Oh, man.
And he has caught it.
Yeah, receiver out there, Caden Gorham. And we had good pressure on the quarterback. He threw it up. Pretty decent little throw, a little underthrown, and Caden just didn't get his head around. They're going to throw defensive pass interference right here. But it's still not going to be a first down because it should be half the distance. Well, let's see, where were we? 25? Yeah, it's going to be a first down.
You know, Northwood's going to want to try to, preserve some of this clock because they're going to get the ball start the second half as well. So they're going to try to keep the ball out of Menard's hands if all possible.
Yeah. So it's going to still be a 1st and 10 situation. Ball's going to be spotted about the 11-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10 Northwood. They're coming back out in the I formation on the 15-yard line. The snap. Handoff to number 4, and he's going up the middle. And he gains about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he was tripped up by Ricotta or can't see the other number on that, but like Ricotta in there to trip him up as he was coming through.
That'll set up a 2nd and 5 on the 2nd and 5 about the 10-yard line. Second and 5 on the 10-yard line with 5:16 left to go in the first half. Quarterback keeper looked like he gained nothing on the play there.
Yeah. Good pursuit by the Eagles as we'll come up on a break right here with a water break. We're at the 6-minute mark, bringing up 3rd down for Northwestern. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
We're back. 5:59 to go in the first half. Northwood is driving 3rd and 5 on the 15-yard line.
Well, we're there. Yeah, they're inside the 10, Robert. They're, they're at about the 8-yard line.
Okay.
Got to make about the 2 or 3, so it's about 3rd and 6.
Okay. I think I need to go back to the eye doctor. The snap, quarterback keeper. They got a wide receiver wide open, and he missed him.
Yeah, we had good pressure off the edge. Number 12, Peyton Procell, came around the right side, and I think the quarterback right there might have surprised him for a second and was able to get outside of him. And tell you what, he had a receiver underneath that was open, and fortunate for Menard there, that ball was not accurately thrown as we got a Northwood Gator down on the field. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
back. 5:54 left to go. We had a stoppage for an injury on Northwood, so that's still going to bring up about a 4th and 5 on the about 8-yard line, John.
Yeah, that was number 3, Kadorian Brown for Northwood. Kid walked off, so that's good news for Northwood.
All right, here we go. Empty backfield. 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. 4th down.
Like Coach Moore might be changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Showing pressure off our left edge. Coach Moore is going to call a timeout, so we'll come right back after this 1-minute break. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
All right, we're back. 4th and 5. Coach Simon Moore took a timeout to get with his players, see if we can come up with a 4th down play. Looked like they got 3 receiver side with AJ right behind here, and if it looked like a quick pass to number 4.
Get the ball. It's a live ball.
Live ball.
Mercado's got it. He's going to score easily. That's it. That was a backwards pass. I'm not sure what they're doing. That looked like a backwards pass, but are they calling that a forward pass? I think they called that a forward pass. All right.
Okay.
So if it's forward pass, Menard will. Did something happen with the whistle? Yep.
Wow.
We had an inadvertent whistle on the return.
Pass was
Wow.
incomplete.
So we'll see what they do right here. Not sure when the whistle occurred. But it looks like Coach Moore is talking to his offense and is going to elect to replay the down. So if they threw the pass and the ball's on the ground, just to give you a heads up on it, and they blew the whistle and blew it dead right there, again, you go back to the first inadvertent whistle we had. The offense has the option. Obviously, they're going to go back and replay the down on that. And that, to me, looked like it was clearly a backwards pass. And, of course, all the Eagles responded to it. Sam picked the ball up and was going to be gone for a touchdown. So I think the inadvertent whistle saved Northwood 6 points right here.
And he did the right thing, catching and going until, let it play out.
Yeah. But
like
a shame for Menard. They had the play covered. Of course, it was an errant throw by the Northwood quarterback, threw it low and on the ground, but we had another inadvertent whistle. So we'll see
Menard's
what we got coming. Yeah, they're going to – it looks like they're going to replay the down. So that'll bring up, it'll be still a 4th and roughly about 5 or 6 to go for Northwood right here. So they'll have another crack at it, unfortunately, for Menard.
Let's see if Tommy comes out in the same formation or, gives him a different look on this one.
Yeah, the ball looked clearly backwards to me. But it is what it is.
Here we go. Let's go to the next play.
So, again, 4th down, Northwood right here.
Back in that I formation with A.J. Fuller. They're probably going to get the ball to him somehow. Quarterback keeps. Look like he is tripped up. It did not get the first down.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Eagle defense right there. They had the receivers covered. He was looking to his left and nothing open, and he tried to tuck the ball and take it up the middle, and Menard defense did a great job. So they'll have the ball with 5:30 to go here coming Menard Eagle offense.
Here we
First and 10.
First and 10 Eagles.
First and 10 Eagles.
You know, we are live from the Trios press box on the side. You're getting the action. Myself, John Wolf, our producer Eric Morrow, and Landon Anderson on the camera. We're bringing you the action tonight up here from Lena, Louisiana. First and 10 Eagles. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Jake takes snap, handoff to Aiden up the middle. He goes around the left side. He picks up about 11 yards on the play.
Good hard run by Aiden there, well blocked. Took it up the middle, broke it a little bit to the outside, to the left, and they made contact about 7 or so yards downfield, but Aiden able to pick up 5 or 6 extra after contact right there. Good job by the Menard offense.
Great job by Aiden there. All right, we're going with the trips formation here. 1 receiver to the far side. See if we can give him a different look. Quick pass from Jake to number 10. Gunnar Knowles on the outside. Looked like he's picked up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Cutter is going to be a little bit, looks like he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Picked up 8 yards there by Cutter. Good job. The clock is now at 5 minutes and rolling. But we saw Menard, 2-minute offense last week. They were able to go about 85 yards, so they know they can do it.
They've been in this situation before, and we're going to try to execute on this one and make it happen again. The snap, Jake rolls left. Jake's looking and looking.
Yeah, Jake was looking for Bacata over the middle right there and kind of throwing that one back across his body and threw it a little behind Sam right there. And fortunate that ball fell. No play from the defense as it brings up about 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 Eagles on the Northwood, on their 28-yard line. Look like Sam's back in an H-back with 2 receivers near side. Hand off to Aiden, and he's stuffed for probably a loss on that play.
Yeah, can't get the number of that. He came right over the left side of the defense right there.
Stuffs the run.
And hit him in the backfield, and it's going to bring up 4th and 4 for Menard right here with 4 minutes and the clock rolling on their own 27-yard line. As it looks like Perkins is going to bring in punting unit.
Looks like he's bringing the punting unit on. Could it be a fake? I don't know. Let's pay attention.
Look like Jake's back to punt. 4 minutes left to go in the half.
Looks like we only got 10 on punt team again. No, we got 11. We got a wide gunner out there by the stick. Didn't see him out there.
The snap, Jake. He runs. Look like he is going to keep it for a fake punt. Picks up about 16 yards on the play. Fake punt. Great job by Jake Vaughn.
Yeah, good read by Jake. Wide side of the field to his left. He's a left-footed punter, and he was reading that all the way. And he saw him bail out and knew he had that side wide open.
1st and 10 Eagles on the 40-yard line. Great job by Jake. He is such a great athlete, John.
3-year starter at quarterback.
2 receivers near side, 2 to the far. Jake takes snap, quick to Gunnar Knowles. Oh, he's fumbled the football at the 40-yard line. He picks it back up. Looked like he's going to be tackled about the 37-yard line.
Pass complete.
Yeah, Cutter. It was a quick pass out to Cutter, and trying to make a cut and drops the ball and was able to pick it up and taken down for a loss.
Loses 3.
Loss of 3 on the play. Bring up about 2nd and 13 on.
I think we may have a flag down here.
Also have maybe a penalty. I see something yellow.
See what the referee calls right here. He's looking. So the foul happened behind the line of scrimmage, so they go back to the line of scrimmage and mark it off.
So it's a penalty.
Looks like we're going to have a block in the back called by the referee right here. So it'll still be first down. Replay the down.
Penalty. Looks like that's why the Gators took it. It's going to be first and
20.
Yeah.
First and 20. First and a lot.
10-yard foul on the blocking back from line of scrimmage. So it'll be first and 20 right here.
3 minutes left to go in the first half. First and 20 Eagles. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near. Jake drops back over the middle to number 10, and he caught it, and he's going up, and he gains about 14 on the play. Cutter Knowles comes right across the middle like on a little drag.
Tackled over there by
Yeah, Northwood brought a blitz. Good pickup by the offensive line. Gave Jake time and able to hit Cutter coming across the middle and bring up a second here as the clock is running. We're at 2:45.
For Menard. Clock's running under 2:40 in the first quarter.
Back in that 2-minute offense and see if we can get some points before the half. Jake takes a snap. He's looking.
Yeah, came out here to the wide side trying to hit Cutter again and just threw it before his break and just threw it a little bit behind him. Long throw. Again, we saw Jake make a long throw last week at Northwestern. Bring up 3rd and 6 here.
6 or 7. We'll call it 6.
Two receivers near side. Jake takes a snap. He drops back. He's over the middle. Matthew Hicks catches the ball over the middle. Looked like
Pass complete to Hicks.
Down to about the 40-yard line.
By number 45.
Well executed play right there as Matthew kind of came into the middle of the field and
Jesus Gonzalez.
Jake with a dart right to him.
1st and 10 Eagles on the 40-yard line. Look like there's a
Yep, we're going to have a timeout in Northwood, and you're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect.
All right, we're back. 1st and 10 Eagles on the 40-yard line. 2:10 left to go with the first quarter. In the second quarter, Eagles are up 14-0 and driving. So you need to try to get some points here before the end of the first half. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near. Jake takes a snap. Quick pass to look like Mercado over on the far side and fumbles the football.
Yep, ball's out. Looks like it's recovered by Northwood.
1st and 10 Gators.
Unfortunate event right there, and tell you, Menard started moving the ball and got across midfield and looking like they were going to set up for a good shot at some points with 2 minutes to go here and put the ball on the ground, and Northwood recovered it.
And we talked about that earlier, John. We talked about, as far as keys of the plays of the game is, is turnovers. And, this one could be costly, going in and driving and, we fumble the football.
Yeah. Unfortunate series right there for Menard. Really going prior to that with that inadvertent whistle and taking the points off the board. And Menard having to take over basically inside their own 10 and doing a good job moving the ball and just put one on the ground and giving Northwood life here, leading 14-0 and coming to the end of the first half.
2:03 remaining in the first half. Northwood takes over on the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation. Number 4 has got AJ got the ball. He is scrambling. He is being chased. He is being chased and tripped up at the 25-yard line.
Good play by Bracata in there and trying to get the number of. Who's that? Came off the left side there.
Sawyer.
Yeah, I think it was Sawyer Brown. Yeah.
Sawyer Brown. So that's going to bring up 2nd and long with 1:38 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, Sawyer and Sam able to get through and trip him up. So he was trying to roll out to the left side.
2nd and long.
Yeah, I think Northwood just kind of letting the clock run here, and I think Coach Moore is going to try to see if he can't just get this one down inside and run the clock out if he can do it. Here you can see he's holding his offense up to the back. Judge raises her hand.
You know, Northwood will get the ball coming out in the start of the second half as well. Takes a knee. Well, he thought he was taking a knee and looked like he faked it and came around the left side. I thought he was taking a knee, John.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to go down there for a second, and then he took it around the left side. And good pursuit, Parr, to hold it out over there. And he went out of bounds and stops the clock with 57 seconds. So I'm sure Coach Moore is not going to be happy about that. Probably telling his kid, just get down and keep that clock running, because he could have ran 40 more seconds off the clock. But we're sitting here at 57 seconds now with the clock stopped.
To set it up, we're here at 3rd down and long on the 27-yard line with roughly around 50 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, if Menard can get a stop here, we can force a punt and maybe force an error from Northwood.
Hand off to number 4, AJ, and he looked like he's up the middle for a gain of about 4 on the plate. Let's bring up 4th down, and look like the Eagles have called a timeout.
Yep, we'll take a timeout and bring up a 4th down for Northwood. You're watching Menard Football on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other.
All right, we're back. 52 seconds left to go in the first half. Menard up 14-0. 4th down and about 13 or 14, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Coach Perkins saw it right there. We got 52 seconds to go. He's going to take a timeout, force Northwood to execute a punt that, you know, we blocked one earlier. Let's go. Let's make them make a good snap and a good kick. And, you know, with the offense you have and the receivers you got, hey, you know, we still got time to put points on the board right here before the first half ends.
Sam is about at the 32-yard line to receive this punt. A.J. Butler back to punt. He takes a snap. Punts end over end. Sam comes up. Looked like the ball's going to be down about the 27-yard line with 43 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah. I was wondering if Sam was going to go after that one for a minute. He was staying close to it, and he was thinking about it, but he stayed away from it and let Northwood down in here at the 27. Where Menard will take over with 43 seconds.
43 seconds left to go in the first half. Menard up 14-0 with a 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line.
We got halftime coming up for you. We'll have the Golden Eaglettes performing, and also an interview with Laura Davis, assistant principal at Holy Savior Menard Junior and High School.
right, here we go. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Jake drops back. He takes a snap. Look like he's looking deep. He's got a receiver, Matthew Hicks, on the 44-yard line. Big pickup.
Gets past midfield and out of bounds.
Tell you what, we got a flag back here in the backfield. I don't know what we're about to have. Good throw by Jake. Great catch by Matthew. Basically in double coverage, Matthew goes up and gets it. Got a personal foul, roughing the passer.
15 more.
Yeah, they'll tack on 15, so that's going to put the ball at the 30-yard line for Menard. So we're back in business with 37 seconds left to go, and Menard with a good shot at putting some points on the board.
Great job by Jake. Great job by Matthew going up and getting that ball.
Yeah, great catch by Matthew Hicks. Had 2 defenders around him right there on the sideline, presence to go up and grabs it at the top and gets a foot in bounds and comes down with the ball. Great catch.
You know, similar situation we were in toward the end of the game last week against Winfield, driving, late, in the half. First and 10 Eagles on the 30-yard line. Jake, quick pass to Cutter Knowles. He's up. He'll go forward, and he gets knocked.
He got knocked backwards.
Got knocked backwards about the 25-yard line. Looked like we're going to have to take a timeout.
Keeps running, so Menard's going to use a timeout.
Yep. We'll keep it here. Yeah, we'll keep it here. 27 seconds to go, kind of talk about it. And, Cutter had it out there and was fighting. And, by rule, I can tell you by rule is if you get pushed out of bounds and you're going backwards while you get pushed out of bounds, they're gonna call it as a clock winding because they're going to give you your forward progress where you initially got hit, right? So you got to go out of bounds. You want to be going forward or to your side when you go out of bounds. And that's what they ruled right there. And good job by the Menard coaching staff recognizing that and getting quick timeout called and leaving 27 seconds on the clock, as it'll bring up about a 3rd and 7 from the 26. Second down.
Second down.
Second down.
When we come back out of the timeout, it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Eagles, 27 seconds left.
John, you think we'll take a shot before halftime?
They're right here. I mean, it's at this point, 26 seconds left. You got to start taking your shots. I mean, you're close enough now, and 25, 26 yards out, and see what Jake does and what they dial up to the receivers.
Almost like they're playing 2 deep zone back there with number 2. They're playing pretty off the ball pretty good. See if Matthew Hicks can get behind them.
I think we got something to the top side.
Three receivers top side, 1 on the bottom. Jake's looks left. He looks left. He scrambles up the middle. He finds a receiver. Incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Menard.
21 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, Jake was looking left and felt a little bit of pressure and came up inside and couldn't see who was coming across the middle there, but just threw it a little low, incomplete right there, and bring up 3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd down about 7. Once again, 3 receivers far side. 5 wide receivers out. Jake out by himself. Aiden's in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle. There goes Jake. 5-10. Touchdown on the quarterback keeper, John.
Yeah, I tell you what, great call by the coaches, staff at Menard right there. They read everything, and, man, was that wide open or what?
That's going to be how about a candidate for the drive of the game?
Yeah,
candidate for the drive of the game right there.
Yeah, the Southern Air possible cool play of the game right there.
Possible Southern Air cool play of the game as well. Jake sets himself up as possible candidate for the player of the game as well. Jude made on for the extra point, puts the Eagles up. Right now we're up 20-0 with 13 seconds left to go in the first half. The snap, and it is up and it is good. So we've got just 21 left, 21-0 Eagles with 13 seconds left to go. We'll keep it here, And John, the kids have been in this position as far as 2 minutes last week, and they did extremely well, and here we are, we did it again, and a lot of times these kids the pressure gets to them, but these Eagles have they know they can do it.
Yeah, they did a good job on that drive and good play calls. Took advantage of a penalty we got. We had a roughing the passer. Northwood committed to give us extra 15 yards and good throw and catch by Matthew. And, man, what a run by Jake and some good blocking up front. And so big you could have drove a Mack truck through that hole.
Well, you got that right.
And Jake's got the wheels to do it. And excellent drive. I know Coach Perkins and them got to be proud of that one.
We're going to finish off, on a high note on the end of the first half. I imagine we're probably going to keep it away from number 4. I could tell you right here at the end.
Yeah, I mean, good way to end the half. 13 seconds to go. Menard's up 21-0. Put some points on the board because we aren't receiving the second half kickoff. We'll be kicking off next half. So good job by the Eagles right there. And see what we do on this kickoff, and going to have to get at least 1 or 2 defensive holds and see what Coach Moore does when his team comes back on offense. Looks like, is that Hayden Kidd?
That's Hayden Kidd there. Like a squib kick. Looks like the ball's going to go out of bounds. Or is it?
No, it stayed in.
No, it stayed in. Picked up by number 3, and he's come to the near side all the way across the field. And he's still has the ball, and he brings it back out to about the 39-yard line.
Almost goes out of bounds, but it's picked up by Kadorian Brown.
And that'll end the first half.
He turns it all the way across the field and for about 15 yards.
Yeah, he brought it all the way across, but that does end the first half. So we'll take a break here. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we
All right, we're back here at halftime. The Menard Eagles are up 21-0 at the first half, and we got a special guest here, John.
Yeah, this Laura Davis, assistant principal at Holy Savior Menard. I call it junior and high school. What's the technical name on it?
Holy Savior Menard Central High School.
Central High School. Okay.
It's a mouthful.
There you go. It is a mouthful. So we get Miss Laura Davis with us. So, Laura, tell us, Menard, good things happening, 26 school year. Tell us a little bit.
Every day. So we've started this year with an 11% increase in our enrollment, which we celebrate all the time. We have almost 100 new families brought to us at Menard this year, which we love. And, it's just a reflection of us being us and doing what we do. Our teachers teaching the way they teach, loving the kids, building relationships, Jesus in the classroom and in the halls every day, our coaches coaching, our sports programs being what they are, Menard being Menard.
It is, and I have to say I have two children there. Very pleased with what they're being taught and instructed over there, and it's a Catholic high school.
Right.
Go to church. Adoration. In today's society, personally, and I know you don't want to hear my personal opinion on this, but I'll tell you, personally, I think that it's in today's society, that's a great thing, because you're not seeing a lot of that in the secular world today.
One of my favorite things about it is we always say get the families on campus, and it makes the biggest difference. So either last year or the summer before, and Ms. Summerall, our admissions director, could give you the specific statistic, but I believe we had about 68 families come in. I think 66 actually registered. The two that did not is because they did not locate to Alexandria as they had expected. So the point being is you come into Menard, you take the tour, you see the hallways, you see us, again, being Menard and doing what we do, and it sells itself.
Yeah, it does. And I'll tell you, the academic side over there, tell me, what average ACT GPA?
23-24 on the ACT is over usually our average, which is the highest in Rapides Parish year after year. GPA, we have several Bishop Grecos, Father Menard scholars each year, Providence scholars each year. We're at a 98-99% college rate. We graduate all students, 100% graduation rate. 98-99% go on to college or university. Many of them go on to trade school, military. Our kids are just successful no matter where they go, what they do. You want Menard students working for you in your business. Our kids are the ones you want.
Excellent point. So next week, we're home at the Eagles Nest.
We are.
First home
Opener.
game of the year. Big game. Gina will be in town. So all those Menard alumni come out, support the Eagles.
Absolutely.
We're glad when they do watch us online, but, hey, we would rather you be in the house at the Eagles Nest watching it there with us and enjoying the game in person and live.
They want to come back.
Lynn, I'm new to the Menard community, but I tell you what, I felt so at ease with the Menard community, welcomed me and my son, into it, and it just felt like, it felt like home. And I was so proud to be, at Meet the Eagles night on Thursday night, and I'm glad to be part of this, this new family.
Well, I love it. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, so Laura, appreciate you being up here. We'll have somebody next week talking to us. We got Gina at home, and we're up 21-0 right now, so we're going to let you go back outside where it's Maybe not as cool as it is in
John.
here.
Thanks for the invitation to go outside in the hot box.
You can stay up here and watch the second half with us. But we got about 7 minutes to go in this first half, and we'll take a break and be back here at halftime. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop. Ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop. Ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view, and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
All right, gentlemen, we're back. We're fixing to start the second half. Your Menard Eagles are up 21-0. John, that drive right there at the end of the first half was huge.
Yeah, it was good momentum for Menard to pick that up there at the end of the first half, and had played fairly well. Made some mistakes early. I know Coach Perkins not going to be happy about that, but had some breaks go against you in that first half with those inadvertent whistles, no doubt about that. But good stop by the Menard defense, keep them out of the end zone when they were down inside the 10 right there, and then able to recover and come get some points on the board before halftime.
The first score we set up was a block punt in the end zone where we recovered, went up 7-0, and sort of like got in a little flat from there for a while. We get some drives and we get a penalty or something would happen, and but by the end of the second quarter, we started getting a little momentum and started making the drives, and and that's where we are right now.
Yeah, but I think we'll see similar second half. We'll see what kind of adjustments the defense makes. I mean, they've shut Northwood out. They gave up a pretty substantial drive there in the first half, but kept them out of the end zone. And so I tell you what, some really good play by quarterback Jake Vaughn and the receivers. Offensive line's doing fairly well tonight. Really picking the blitz up by Northwood, and Coach Julio and them making some real good adjustments on the play call on that screen pass earlier that we saw when the defense was getting real aggressive. And then right there at the end of the first half, just what a beautiful play call, sending Jake up the middle that possibly I could have run through, but probably not. But very big hole and some easy points right there.
It was a great play from Jake to Matthew to set up that play there. Then we got the additional 15-yard tacked on.
Yeah. So we'll keep it here. It looks like Northwood's coming out and going to get the second half underway as Menard will be kicking off to him. And it looks like got Jude Maida out there to do the kickoff duties for us to open this half up.
One of the things I failed to mention was keep an eye on that Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard down at the bottom where you can take a look at the scores of our 446 family with Buckeye and Ash and Tioga, all of them in Grant, all of them in action tonight. So take a look at that Sadler's scrolling scoreboard. Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard.
Pickering, 7 p.m.
Tell you what, I went out there at halftime to feel how muggy it was, and I want to thank the principal here at Northwood, Principal Alex right here. He's sitting next to us. This press box, Trio's press box, is about a cool 60 degrees
place.
as we see a kickoff here.
He had it and was down. They blew the whistle.
They blew the
First
whistle
and
down.
10 Gators.
First and 10 Gators on the 35-yard line. That's where Northwood sets up.
Yeah, that was
We had some
squib kick, and tell you what, I'd like to go back and look at that one on film.
Yeah, me too.
But it's Northwood's ball. First down on about the 31-yard line.
We had some jealous family members up here coming into this cold environment up here. Didn't have to go back out to the heat outside.
Please exit the stadium promptly and quickly. You can see your loved one later out in the parking lot.
First and 10 Gators come back out in the I formation. Two receivers near side. Hand off to number 4. Steps back and he fumbles the football. Picked up by who was that? Picked up the football.
That's 22, Simpson, Jack Simpson.
Jack Simpson on the play.
Yeah, good hit, and tried to take it over the middle. Broke a few tackles, but I tell you what, right there at the end, lost the ball, and Jack able to pick that ball up and put Menard back in business here inside the 30-yard line. So we got a Northwood player down. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom...
All right, we're back. The Eagles come back. They got to get the ball back after a fumble by A.J. Turner on the play, and that's going to set up a first down Eagles on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, what a big momentum change there. Of course, we talked about in the first half we didn't really catch the breaks, did we?
No.
And right there, to first play from scrimmage, get a fumble out there, fumble recovery inside the 30 here.
Like Menard's coming out, twin receivers on the far side, and twin receivers on the top side and bottom side. Man in motion, quick patch to Cutter Knowles, and he goes up the middle. Looked like he has stopped about the 27-yard line for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, I just tried a little pass out here to the right, almost like a little screen out here to the right, and had a man in motion to come out, give you an extra blocker out here, and picked up a little bit of yardage, but Northwood pursued that fairly well.
Second down and about 9. Second down about 8 on the 27-yard line. Snap, Aiden up the middle. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Yeah, a little high snap there to Jake. May have messed some of the timing up and slowed things down a little bit. And got a Menard player looks like might be cramping up as we'll take a quick break here. And you're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
All right, we're back off an injury timeout. The Eagles come up about 2nd and 8 on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, we had a cramp there. Had cramps last week, so we'll see what they get here on this play.
2 receivers far side to the near. Jake takes a snap, quick pass out to Matthew Hicks. Matthew Hicks go around the outside. He gains about 9-10 yards on the play.
Yeah, he picks up well over 12, 13 yards right there by Matthew, and a good quick pass from Jake out to him, and Matthew kind of came back inside, faked it inside, went back outside, and nobody out there until he ran into the safety, and good execution.
1st and 10 Eagles on about the 15-yard line. Great job by Matthew Hicks there. Take the snap. Jake comes up just a bit short. Pass intended to Cutter Knowles.
Yeah, I tried to get Cutter there on a little out route, and again, throwing from that far hash mark across the field. Just a long throw, came up a little bit short on that, and bring up 2nd and 10 here from about the 15-yard line of Northwood.
If we can get a good score right here, that'll put us up, 28, 27, possibly 28 to nothing going in, still in the 3rd quarter. Jake takes a snap. He's looking, he's scrambling. Looks like he's throwing it out of bounds.
Yeah, he got outside, a little pressure there, looking, and got out and was able to just throw that one away and bring up 3rd and 10.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 Eagles.
3rd and 10 Eagles on the 15-yard line. Your Eagles are up 21-0. Snap to Jake. He's looking. He's going back up top, down the far sideline to Matthew Hicks.
He's got it.
He got it.
Yeah, it's touchdown.
Touchdown. He goes over basically 2 defenders right there to go get the ball.
Yeah, I tell you what, you had a defender closing, and Jake just kind of lofted it up there and said, hey, man, I'm going to let you jump for it. And I thought it might have been trouble there with that defender coming over, but Matthew was able to climb the ladder and bring that one in. Excellent catch from Matthew Hicks there. Looks like we got a Northwood player down in the back corner of the end zone there. Again, they're stretching legs, so you're starting to see the cramps tonight. It's humid tonight. Didn't have this last week in the Jamborees is what we have tonight.
Matthew was like a pole vaulter again. Matthew's a heck of a pole vaulter and heck of an athlete as well.
Yeah. Coach Tommy Moore is walking out there. We'll go ahead and take a quick break and come back here listening and watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm.
All right, we're back. The Eagles just scored another touchdown, waiting on the extra point. We had a injury timeout. Looked like it's starting to become the cramp night.
Yeah.
It's hot, humid. You could prepare all you want to, but these things are going to happen.
Yeah. Still got 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, so we're just now into the 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter. So still got a long half to go as we see Jude Maida come out for the extra point try and the hold by Janice.
snap, kick is up. It looked like it is good.
Kick is good.
All right, 28-0. Trying to see what.
Yep, 9:58 left on the clock.
9:58 left on the clock in the third quarter.
Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back for the kickoff. You're listening to Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
All right, we're back. Eagles are up 28-0. Give it a little shout out to the Love Real Estate Services, Richard Stock State Farm Insurance, BK Distributors, Doug Young Nursery, and Quibido's Cajun Cafe. The kick, squib kick down in the middle, bounced about the 25-yard line. Looked like it's going to be going down about the 28, about the 24-yard line.
Kick recovered.
Kick recovered by Northwood.
Yeah. Just kind of squib it down there. You want to keep it away from number 4 and prevent a long return. And, man, do we have another player on the ground with cramps. So we might get out of here about 11:30 tonight, and I think we're going to have a bunch of cramp injuries tonight.
You know, John, it look like we got a couple of, players that are going to be lined up for the with the drive of the game. And, also the Express Pros of Alexandria, you had one job lineman award, so, we got some hard decisions to make on, the player of the game and the drive of the game as well.
Well, and we still got almost a whole nother half of football left.
Right.
Just to give you a couple of scores, St. Mary's 0, Bunkie 29. That's a third quarter score. Buckeyes 0, Block Bears 28. There's no way that can be right.
I'm going to be with you on that one.
I think that might be reversed, but I could be wrong here. As we see Coach Moore and his team coming out to run a play.
Here we go. We're set back up with 1st and 10. Northwood on the 24-yard line. Back in the I formation. Hand off to number 4, A.J. Turner, and he has stopped it for no gain.
A.J. up the middle.
Saying the ball's out. Sam came out of the pile with the ball, but not sure. It looks like they're going to rule it down. So it's going to bring up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 10 Gators.
No gain on that. I tell you, Menard did a good job there, kind of stuffing that inside.
Okay.
On the defensive line.
We got a score on the West Feliciana game. Ash up 51-6 in the third. The last score I saw on Tioga was up Sterlington 19-13 in the second quarter. Bunkie up over St. Mary's 35-0.
Yep. You see some new Eagles out here. You got 42, Hayden Kidd out there. 78, I think that's Daniel Robichaux playing on the defensive line. So see some new guys coming in the second half here.
Snap. Looked like a host of Eagles. I can't remember even who got the ball for Northwood, but
no gain again.
No gain on the play. Probably lost of 2.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line right there and just caving the Northwood line down.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Another Northwood player down on the ground with an injury. He's able to get up, but looking like a cramp in the leg. Yeah, looks like you got number 42 out there, Hayden Kidd, playing a little outside linebacker. Got 73, Bryce Roselle playing on defensive line. Still number 12, Peyton Procell still inside.
Third and 12, 23-yard line. Quarterback drops back. He goes deep. Looked like he's picked off at the 40-yard line. Number 6.
That's number 6. That's Brooks Juno.
Brooks Juno, sophomore.
Brooks Juno with the interception.
Tell you what, turnaround ball was underthrown, and Brooks turned around, made a real good adjustment to it, and able to grab that ball right there on the sideline and give Menard really good field position here inside the 50 at the Northwood 43.
Like this, something similar. They work on the defensive back drills in practice and in pregame as well. Turn your head and look for the ball and go up and get it at its highest point. So we're back in action. 1st and 10 Menard at the 44-yard line. Jake takes a snap, hand off to Aiden Moran up front. He goes around the right side. He's up the middle. He's going, and he's going. It looked like he's going to take this to the house, guys. Touchdown, Aiden Moran. 44-yard touchdown run for the Eagles.
Yeah, good job of blocking up front. And tell you what, Northwood, I think, is gassed at this point. And Aiden able to take that up, go to the outside, and pulled away from the defenders. Was actually gaining on them there at the end and pulling away. And good job, and that brings a score to 34-0 with 8 minutes to go, pending the extra point.
34-0 Eagles. Snap. The kick is up, and this looks good.
Yep, brings us 35-0, 8 minutes to go. We'll take a break. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
We're back. 8:04 left to go in the third quarter. Your Eagles are up 35-0.
Yeah, so looking at next week, we got Gina coming to the Eagles' nest, and right now Gina is up 40-36 over Mangum in the third quarter. So a high-scoring game right there.
High-scoring game there, and I think Northwood, they go down south to play the Elton Indians next Friday night down in Elton. I believe that's in Jeff Davis Parish, if I'm correct with my Louisiana history on that one.
Yeah, Northwood's got there they go. They're bringing an extra guy out. They had 10 on the kickoff team, and so bring number 11 out right now. So got Jude Maida lined up to kick the ball off.
35-0 Eagles. See if we probably still kick away from number 4. Now we're actually going over. Great job by Jude. Kicks the ball down in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, good deep kick there inside the 10. Got a good bounce, and tell you what, thing almost checked up before the goal line, and would have forced him to pick it up there late.
Once again, I tell you what, I can't thank the staff here at Northwood. They provided us and given us the opportunity to call this game. I got to give them another shout out.
So it looks like your defensive front, 78, Daniel Robichaux, 73, Bryce Roselle, and got Hayden Kidd down there and Peyton Procell. 42 is Hayden Kidd.
Could get some of these young guys, some early look at the, first game of the season, because you never know when you're going to need them. Back in the I formation, handoff, slips a tackle, goes around the right side, and he is off to the races, tackled at the 44-yard line.
Jeffrey Warner with a big gain around the right side.
Yeah, big gain outside there. It looks like the tackle was made by 15, Nate. That's Nate Matthews. Yeah, just wasn't able to keep contained there on the right side, and he got out there, and it was off to the races, and some good downfield blocking by Northwood on that play, actually.
And John, we're gonna have some work to do as far as the Southern Air and Heating and Cooling play of the game. We got a couple of them. They're going to be up there for us to decide on.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
First and 10 Northwood on the 43-yard line. Handoff up to the middle to the fullback. He gains about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, clock's at 7:20 and rolling as Menard has a 35-0 lead.
3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Excuse me.
Yeah, I got Nate Matthews back there at safety.
Handoff up to the fullback up the middle again. He probably maybe gained 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line, kind of stuffing it up the middle, and he tried to pop it outside. And number 42, Hayden Kidd, right off the right side, able to step up and stop him there basically at the line of scrimmage. Bring up about a 3rd and 5 here. See number 24, that's Cooper Sullivan back in the game on defensive line.
3rd and 5, back in the I formation. Handoff, fake, got a wide open receiver, number 3. Tackled at the 25-yard line. This could be a 1st and 10 Northwood.
Yeah, a little play action fake by Northwood right there on the handoff, and number 3 able to come free, and he's limping around again. I think that cramp, he's been down twice with cramps tonight, and Austin Parra came back and made the tackle on that. Good throw by the quarterback from Northwood right there.
Should be coming up on a water break here.
Yeah, we're 6:04 and rolling.
Okay.
And that's what they're doing. They're shutting it down at 6 minutes to go. So you're watching Menard football on 446 Sports. We'll take a break.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all.
All right, we're back. We're coming off a hydration break. Your Eagles are up 35-0 midway through the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 Northwood on the probably about 26-yard line. Northwood back out in the I formation. Quarterback drops back. He's looking. He's going down across the middle. Oh,
man.
Complete pass. Looked like.
Yeah, that was Nate. The safety spot. He read it well, and quarterback kind of floated it up there, and man, it was like he was in center field about to catch one. I think he was worried about running before he caught it on that one.
God, he's kicking himself right now.
Bring up 2nd and 10 from about the 26, 27-yard line. Back
in the I formation. Quarterback hands off up to number 10 up the middle. He gains about 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, good job by number 65, Chris Nalbandian, and trying to see who else was in on that. Jack Simpson over there, and good job by that side of the defensive line.
I'll bring up
Cooper Sullivan.
Right.
Shed the blocks.
Bring up 3rd and 9. Third and 9, Gators. Gators still come back out with 2 receivers far side in the I formation. Quarterback rolls, goes, throws. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, good breakup out
Good
there.
breakup out there.
Did they say it? Yeah, they're saying he dropped it. That was Austin Parr. I tell you what, he hit it up in the air. I'm not sure. I'd like to go back and look at it on film, but they're ruling it incomplete either way. Good breakup by the secondary right there to bring up 4th and 9 for Northwood Gators.
You know, the one player we hadn't seen on this drive very much is number 4, John, AJ.
Yeah, he's on the sideline with his helmet off.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 9 to go, and Northwood will be going for it, down 35-0.
Yeah, they're bringing number 3 back in the game.
Kadorian Brown.
Yeah, going to go out to the slot.
Fourth and 9, snap. Quarterback drops back, looking down across the middle. An incomplete pass, broken up.
Incomplete pass, nearly caught.
Yeah, they went deep, and Brooks Juno out there, and Nate Matthews, and it was a good throw by the quarterback.
Right.
And he had a shot at it. He had his hands on it and couldn't bring it in. And Menard will take over on downs here at the 26-yard line with 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Coming from the Trios press box here at Northwood.
Now, John, you said you had something good. You went back over to Trios and you had the club sandwich, didn't you?
It was good.
Man, it's hard to beat a good club sandwich, too. Well, anything tastes good right now. Eagles take snap. Aiden Moran over the right side. He's up. Gains about 9 yards on the play.
Off the right side.
Yeah, good run by Moran. Good blocking up front and able to hit that side quick before anybody was able to shed the blocks on the defense. And
actually, that was Brooks Juno right there.
Was that Brooks, number 6?
Sure was.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Apologize, that was Brooks Juno.
Bring up 1st and 10. So just a reminder with LHSAA, at 42 points, you will see a running clock. So we're at about 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. So if Menard can capitalize and convert the extra point, you would see a running clock.
I was about to ask you that question right there. What was the Jake takes snap, a little miscommunication there. Looks like we've gone down for a loss of about 2.
Yeah,
little miscommunication there.
Tackle Jeffrey Warner, legal charge.
You may notice we've had a shift on the offensive line. Moves number 69, Lane Evans, out to right tackle.
Jaden Page also there.
Eagles line up 2nd and 12. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near. Jake Bond still back at quarterback. He takes a snap. He's looking left. Got a receiver. Matthew Hicks on the outside. Looks like he's picked up enough for a first down.
No, well, he got back across the original line of scrimmage. So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be about 7-8 yards short. As we got number 63. That's Connor Lacombe, a freshman at center. So
Third and 6.
Made a little swap. Get the youngster some experience in there.
Third and 7. Cutter Knowles in motion. Snap. to Aiden. Looked like he may have
lost
a yard on the play.
Yeah, looks like it. We'll be back at the 39-yard line, bring up 4th and long, 7, short 8 here.
Randall Caraway, a couple others on the tackle.
Coach Perkins looks like he's going to go to punt formation.
Brings up 4th down. Looks like Menard's going to punt.
Jake Vaughn back to punt. 2:12 left to go in the third.
Yeah, Northwood's got number 3 deep as their returner.
Dorian Brown back to return.
Dorian Brown is back for Northwood for the punt. The kick. Nice kick by Jake. Pins him down about the 20-yard line. Scramble down there for the ball.
Menard's pointing their direction. We'll have to see what the officials dig out of the pile down there.
43-yard punt.
They're saying Menard ball.
Great punt by Jake Vaughn. Jake got that thing up, turned it over, toward the sideline.
6-yard line of Northwood.
Yeah, about a 40-yard punt on that.
40-yard punt. He got that sucker up and turned it over.
Friday night at Elton. Come see the Gators down.
Well, you got to realize Northwood didn't have their primary returner back there. We've seen number 4 back there all night, and you had number 3 back there, so probably hadn't fielded a bunch and getting tired. Hands are wet from the sweat.
Exactly. Eagles set up 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. Jake takes a snap. He's looking. He rolls. He throws it away.
Quarterback throws it away. Don't think it made it back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't see a penalty.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
Have to make it back to the line of scrimmage, technically, to not be around it.
They also said that the memo went to the refs. We're trying to get out of here. No flags.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
They said they gave the memo no flags.
That's fine with me. 2nd and 10. Clock was going to stop anyway, though.
Yeah, but didn't stop.
Yeah, Jake's had some pressure there off the left side and just was able to get outside.
Second down, 10. Eagles. Jake takes snap. He keeper up the middle. Oh, big hit. Good job, Jake. Looked like he picked up about 9 on the play.
Quarterback draw right up the middle.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and short.
3rd and short. Probably going to be, looking to go for here on 4th if it gets to that point.
How about a hand for our cheerleaders, varsity cheerleaders, our Red Hot Ruby dancers, and our elementary cheerleaders? All been working hard
3rd
tonight.
and 1 with about 1 minute left to go in the third. Like a little bunch formation here. Quick pitch out to Aiden Moran, goes around the right side. He's on his feet. He still stays on his feet. He gets down about this 8-yard line, picks up a 1st down for the Eagles.
Yeah, good second effort there by Aiden on that.
Joseph George.
On the right edge and initial contact and able to bust through that and pick up about 5 yards on that play.
Be 1st and goal from the 8.
As we near the end of the 3rd quarter.
So we're going to play in right here.
Sort of that bunch formation here. Cutter in motion. Jake's looking. He's looking. Got a wide receiver in the middle, and he drops it.
Oh, man.
In the end zone with 4 seconds left in the
Yeah.
3rd quarter. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Is that number
6?
No. Trying to look through the binoculars. I think that was number 5.
Number 5.
Boston Cerio out there. another freshman out there. Is that number 2?
Number 2.
I think that might be number 2. Check that. I think that might have been Bo Broussard.
Sets up still a second and goal on the 8th. Jake keeps it, goes around the right side. He turns the corner. Looked like he got to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, at that point, Jake just kept it himself and said, I'm going to go the right side. And student body right had the bunch of blockers over there and man-to-man. And that brings it to the end of the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and stay here for the try after. And then we'll be coming back to the fourth quarter with a running clock if we can convert this extra point.
That's the end of the third quarter. An untimed kick here, which it is anyway after a touchdown.
The snap is up. Look like it's good. 42-0 Eagles. We'll be back in a minute. It's start of the fourth quarter. You are watching Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Your Eagles are up 42-0. We are at a running clock, and started the fourth quarter. It looked like he took a knee, but it looked like
unless he popped up before he had it. But
Yeah,
they were going to head around it, and so Northwood's going to have the ball out here at the 33
yard line, 1st and 10. It is going to be a running clock because it's not going to take long.
Nope. It's a nice return by Dorian Brown. Up to
1st and 10 Gators.
1st and 10 Gators.
Yeah, I still don't see number 4 out there for Northwood, so I don't know if he's hurt or what happened out there to him. For those of you wondering, we're at 9.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter left with the running clock.
1st and 10 Gators. Hand off up the middle to the tailback. He goes around the right side. Looked like he's fumbled the football. Eagles got the football.
They do, yeah. Brooks Juneau pointing this way, and the referee indicates it. It's like number 5 came up with the turnover right there. That'd be number 5, Boston Serio, a freshman.
Big moment for a freshman getting into the varsity game.
Cover by Menard.
And I'm going to apologize now for a lot of these numbers that you're probably going to see. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of 2 and 3 deeps for Menard at this point forward. We're 78 out there. Daniel Robichaux at 77, 67 out there. That is Gage Wright. He's a starting left tackle. 73, Bryce Roselle.
Got a new quarterback here. Peyton Procell.
Yep, Peyton's normally on defense, playing kind of on that edge. And he's at quarterback, and looks like Brooks Juno in the backfield.
Hand off to Brooks up the middle. Gains about 2 yards on the play.
There's a 41 out there, but we don't have a 41 on our roster, so I'll have to get with Coach Perkins this week and see who that is.
7:57 left to go in the game. Your Eagles are up 42-0.
18, Pearson Grimion out there in the slot, another freshman.
Peyton takes snap, hand off. Comes around the left side, I'm sorry. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good hard run by Brooks Juno. We saw a little bit of Brooks last year. Aiden got dinged up a little bit last year, and we saw some Brooks Juno last year at running back. So he's been there before, and you can tell he runs the ball hard.
Looked like Griffin Glanker's come in at the running back position, number 21.
Yep, another freshman coming in. Menard's got, what we got, 16, 17 seniors, and I think about 13 or 14 freshmen.
And the fill-in between the juniors and sophomores from there. Peyton takes the ball up to Glanker up the middle. Maybe gain him maybe a yard on the play.
Joseph George.
Brings up 4th down. 5 minutes left to go in the game.
So a good victory by the Eagles tonight. Going to victory here, most likely it's going to be 42-0. Looks like they're going to let this clock go all the way down to the 6-minute mark and take the water break. And that's kind of what they're telling Menard is you don't have to run a play here if you don't want to with the 40-second clock. So we'll take a break here at the 6-minute water break. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and
All right, we're back. Eagles are up 42-0, 6 minutes left to go in the game. On a running clock, 4th down and 2. The snap, it looked like Glanker up. Is that Glanker up the middle again? Looked like he possibly picked up the 1st down there.
Yep, he's got it. They're moving the stick, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Menard. Good tough run up the middle. Good blocking up front and good drive.
Big kid for a freshman too. Good looking kid. All right, 1st and 10 Eagles. 21-yard line.
We just found out number 41 is Luke Brocado, a freshman.
Oh, Luke Brocado, good. Is that the
kind
cousin?
of playing that H-back slot position for Menard tonight?
Okay. Hand off to Glanker up the middle. Looked like he stopped. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
So clock's under 5 minutes and rolling here. We got number 72 coming in, checking into the game for Menard. That's Caden Lacombe, a freshman. Looks like he's going out to left tackle.
John, I'm still cold up here, brother.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's nice.
You can hang meat in here, I can tell you. I'm glad I did not wear shorts. Snap. Oh, the Glanker dropped it, picked it back up.
Yeah, bobbled snap there between quarterback Peyton and Glankler, and able to fall on his own fumble and prevent too much of a catastrophe there. Of course, up 42-0. I don't think we're too worried about that at this point. But that's one of those things coaches are going to look at on film and go, hey, got to work on this. Can't have it.
.350 left to go in the game. Peyton takes snap, handoff, fumbled again.
Yeah, that one kind of started from the start. Peyton bobbled the snap a little bit and then didn't get a clean exchange to Glankler on that, and ball just ended up on the turf. And looks like Menard was able to recover the ball. Couldn't see who recovered it, but Menard's got it, and it's going to bring up about 4th and 12 here.
Yeah, always played defense because couldn't catch. That's hilarious. Yeah.
3 minutes left to go in the game. 4th and about 11. We do have a running clock. So there'll probably be a couple more plays, and that'll be about it right here. Now, we also want to thank our sponsors, Explore, Alexandria Pineville, Southern Air and Heating and Cooling, Wallace Eye and Associates for our scoreboard, Sadler's Towing, Scrolling Scoreboard, Firehouse Subs. You know, we're brought to you up here in trios in the press box.
Yep, Menard's going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick break with them, and you're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view.
All right, we are back. 2:33 left to go in the game. Your Eagles are up 42-0. 4th and 11.
Yeah, we're going to have a false start here about 21. Or looks like the running back next to Peyton there took a step forward before the ball was snapped, and it's going to back us up 5 yards here. So it'll be about 4th and 16, 4th and 17 for the Eagles here, with clock coming in under 2 minutes. Peyton takes the ball, just takes off to the right side. He was down, tackled for no gain on that, so Northwood will take the ball over with 1.5 minutes left to go on a running clock here. So we'll see what Northwood Gators do right here. They'll have to snap it at least once. So Menard next week at home against Gina at the Eagles Nest, 7 o'clock Friday night. Come watch it. Last score update we had Gina was 40-36 Mangum. That was in the 3rd quarter, so a high-scoring game there.
You know, Gina's going to come in, you know, state semifinalist, you know, last year, good ball club, great, you know, coached by Jay Rourke, and, you know, Gina's going to be a tough one.
Well, a little confusion here on the Menard defense. Getting formation. Toss out to the
number
side.
4. He's back in, and he gets the ball and he takes it up for about a 13 or 14 yard gain there.
Brooks Gino in on that tackle.
A.J. Butler.
Got Glankler out there, Sirio out there. See a lot of freshmen playing on the defense right now. Looks like they're bringing a few of the starters back in, try to preserve the shutout here. 20 seconds to go, so be Northwood's last snap of the game right here.
That was Preston Greer Preston Greer was out there as well. The snap. Number 10, he goes around the left side and he's tackled.
And that'll do it.
And that's it. Going to be it, guys.
So Menard with the win. Big win.
42-0, John.
Yeah, 42-0 over Northwood. A hot, muggy night here in Lena, Louisiana, as the Eagles get ready to line up and shake hands. And good job by Menard overall. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and we'll wrap it up for your Menard Eagle football here on 446 Sports.
We are back. Your Menard Eagles are victorious up here in Lena, Louisiana, 42-0 against the Northwood Gators, John.
Yeah, I mean, Menard played well enough, put 42 points on the board. You know, they had their struggles in the first half. They made their mistakes. We saw a few of them. But also, too, realizing that first half, you had a couple breaks didn't go your way. We had 2 inadvertent whistles. One of them for sure took points off the board that Menard would have had. On a scoop and what should have been a scoop and score by Sam Bricata, number 20. But overall, you know, good effort tonight, I thought.
And, you know,
I do think Coach is definitely going to have a few points to work on. I mean, you saw some sloppy penalties in that first half. Really didn't see that many in the second half. Cleaned a few things up. And, of course, I think by the second half, Northwood was kind of wore out at that point. We saw the number of cramps they were having, and Menard offensive line and defensive line kind of having their way at that point in the second half of the ball game and able to get 42 points on the board by basically the end of the third quarter there.
You know, John, we're going to have to come up with a Southern Air heating and cooling cool play of the game, which we'll announce next week. And we'll also have to find out the links on the Bayou drive of the game. And the Express Pros of Alexandria, you had one job lineman award, and so we'll be giving those out next week.
We'll also have the 446 Player of the Week award with a game ball. So we'll be at the Coaches Show Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at Bricato's, sponsored by Bricato's and Three Potato More. So please come out, Eagle fans, to Bricato's, 7 o'clock Wednesday night.
And John, you know, we'll just about wrap this up, and we've got the Gina Giants again next week, and coming to our place, the first game of the year. So we hope to see you out there at the Nest, and come on out and support these kids, and they come out here and they work hard, and let's cheer them on for a victory against Gina next week.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and sign off. Menard victorious tonight, 42-0. At Northwood. For Landon Anderson, Nick Morrow, Robert Anderson, I'm John Wolf. See you Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at Bricata's.